Hey guys, hello. I'm back. I know. My last video was probably 2 days after chemo, and I was so drained. I was so out of it. I think Benadryl and all these meds were just in my body. I'm gonna be honest. This chemo, returning back to chemo after 2 months, was hell. This was the worst chemo I think I've been through. I think honestly my body was not prepared, obviously, or it was just getting used to not having these chemicals inside of me, and I was finally probably getting it all out of my system, and then all of a sudden I get chemo for 11 hours, come home, and it's like a shock probably. And I am just, I don't know. I honestly, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I cried for 2 to 3 days. My mom would sit next to me and say, like, what about your kids? What's wrong? What can I do? And in my mind, I was thinking, Mom, I'm ready. I'm ready to give up. I'm ready to stop chemo. I'm ready to call my doctor and tell him I can't do this anymore. I am not going to do this anymore. I want to live the rest of my life without this toxic in my body. Unfortunately, I think that the cancer or the chemo is what's keeping me alive right now. And it's hard. I posted on my Facebook and people are like, don't give up now. You've already been through so much. And maybe this is the breakthrough that you need. You're almost there. It's just probably a little bit more. Your doctor's really optimistic about this. Don't give up. My mom's like, your kids, think about your kids. And I'm like, what about me? What about how I feel? What about the way that chemo makes me feel for a week? I couldn't even record how I was feeling, because the whole time for about 2 to 3 days I was throwing up. I was in the bathroom. I couldn't keep anything down. It was to the point where it was just, and I know this is kind of gross or too much information, but green, nasty, sour, disgusting stuff that was throwing up. And that's the only thing I could do was throw up, and my ribs were hurting from throwing up so much. I couldn't anymore. I would drink and throw up, drink, throw up. I couldn't even keep my medication down. So I was in pain. I was throwing up. Had a headache. It was the worst chemo, so I couldn't record all that. And maybe I should have, to let those people know, or anyone know, what it's like, or it could be like. Some people, I think, have different types of chemo, so it's not as harsh, or even harsher. So I do not wish this upon anybody. I don't know how, I was thinking about, I don't even know how babies have cancer and go through this. How do they last? How do they get through this? How do they fight and beat cancer? Because I wanted to give up so badly. Thank God I have an amazing support system of friends. I have a friend came over, prayed for me, and I think that's what I needed. All these words of encouragement from everyone else. My son and my daughters called and just telling me, my son was telling me, don't give up, Mom. Like, I know you're not going anywhere, but you just can't give up. With that broke my heart. When my daughters called, like, Mom, why are you so sad? And it's like, God, if I give up, it's basically I'm giving up on them. And that's not me. I would never, this journey And the reason I've done this much chemo for more than a year is because of them, is because I want to live for them. So if I gave up, it's like giving up on them. So I could never, I think, never do that. Even as hard as and bad as I felt, I couldn't. With that said, thank God I'm still here. Thank God I've gotten over that week. Thank God for my support system. Thank God for my kids. Thank God for the health that I do have. You know, I could be worse. So, my thinking is I'm going to be prepared for next chemo, which is on September 26th. I'm going to take all my CBD oil. I'm going to take all my vitamins. I'm going to have fluids ready on hand, so my nurse could give me the fluids while I'm recovering. I'm going to have to buy the healthiest foods that I can to eat. I have nausea medicine that I can do through my port on hand, so I don't feel this horrible next time. I don't know. So I apologize, guys, that I didn't record all of that, and it just was probably something you did not want to see. But here I am. So I thank you for watching. Thank you for continuing to subscribe. I wish I could reach out to more people, and I was thinking I'm gonna probably reach out to maybe hospitals, hopefully children's hospitals of kids that are going through cancer, and maybe I could show up one day and give them something and show them that they're not alone, that other people go through this, not just kids, you know, and maybe give them a little teddy bear or something. I just feel like I need to give back. I need to thank God that I'm still here in some way by giving back. So I need to get on calling and see what I can do. Does anyone know about anything like that? Have you guys done any charities? I know I have not that much money, but it's okay. Like, even if I did something cute, like little art supplies, or I don't know, something nice would be cute for them. I know that when I feel sick and someone brings me something, I feel really special and I feel cared for. So I want to give back somehow. So if you know of anything, or like how to go about that, maybe comment down below and just let me know. But anyway, guys, I'm picking up my kids right now, and they're about to get out of school. So thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you know of anything, or if you have any questions or concerns, or just you want to let me know what's going on your life. If you're going through this, let me know. I want to know. We're here to stick together. So, all right, guys, have a good Tuesday.